5 books and counting. The Tales from the Omni Vault continues to expand as a universe. Go ahead and check the links down in the description to get your copies today. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Omni Viewer, and it's been a very busy kaiju weekend. Godzilla -1 happened, and now we have the trailer for Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. Although apparently you're not supposed to pronounce the X, so it's just Godzilla Kong: The New Empire. Well, whatever it winds up being called long term, we have the trailer now, and it only tells us so much, but then again, it still shows us quite a bit. Now, I'm feeling a little sleep deprived at the moment, so I'm probably going to do this video very quickly, which is fine because it's a trailer that doesn't really show us that much, but all the same, there's stuff I still want to talk about. And let's start with the new Godzilla design. Yes, he apparently got an upgrade, and it wasn't just slapping a new set of spikes on him and changing the way his feet and tail look. He's apparently going to be much slimmer in this iteration, but moreover, he's got more jagged spikes, like more, well, not necessarily more jagged. They're like the 2014 dorsal fins, but longer and sharper looking. And of course, he's now glowing sort of a magenta hue almost, as opposed to blue, which gives me a sort of Godzilla 2000 kind of feeling. Overall, it's still recognizable as Godzilla. It's still recognizable as the monsterverse Godzilla even. So it wasn't that drastic of a change. I think the biggest change for me isn't even the spines, it's more the fact that he's lost weight, which I find actually kind of hilarious actually, because from the very beginning, way back in 2014, one of the major complaints that people had about this Godzilla's design was that he looked fat. Yeah, that was the joke, that Godzilla went to America and got fat, because apparently none of the other really big, bulky, dare I say, fat-looking Godzillas in the Japanese movies count. But all the same, this version apparently is going to be slimmer, and we'll see how it works. Godzilla has been slimmer in certain movies as well. It depended on what the movie required him to do. Certainly him being a bit less bulky is going to open up a range of movement, or theoretically it will, but we will see. Kong also has a bit of a redesign, although it's not as drastic. It's more the fact that his fur is starting to gray. It's interesting. Kong is actually showing his age here. So I wonder if that's going to be significant. Obviously, he's going to show his age a bit differently than a reptile would, but the fact that it is visible, that he appears to be getting older while Godzilla almost looks like he's getting younger, that's an interesting contrast, and combine that with the fact that apparently there's another little Kong. A whole bunch of other Kongs, but the first one we see is a little one. I remember how back when they first announced that there was going to be a continuation of the monsterverse, the article that revealed it did say that there were different ideas bouncing around, one of which was Son of Kong, and of course people latched onto that and just ran with it as if Son of Kong was absolutely going to be the next movie, which I guess in a way, whether you thought that or didn't think that, everyone turned out to be right. They're probably going to go in a sort of Son of Kong-ish route where Kong is probably going to become a father figure to this little guy, but at the same time, the movie itself is not Son of Kong. So I'm curious to see how that plays out. And again, will the fact that Kong is visibly showing his age be a factor in this? I do wonder if maybe they are setting Kong up for retirement, perhaps. But I'm not entirely sure they even would do that. I mean, it's not like Kong is an MCU actor who will stick around for as long as the pay is good, but eventually is going to get too old to play the part. He's a CGI creation. He can be used as often as they want. But I don't know. I do think I have some ideas of where this could go. I think, in all likelihood, we're going to see Kong encounter this new tribe of Kongs, become a father figure to the little guy, and probably have to overthrow the new villain, who apparently is named the Scar King, and start ruling over this new tribe of Kongs in the Hollow Earth. But I could be wrong. We'll see. Now, overall, it's clear this is going to be a popcorn flick. And I will say, I don't think it looks like it's going to be on the same level as Godzilla Minus One, but it does look like it's going to be more fun than Minus One, which is fine. Minus One was designed to be a very serious, very dramatic, emotional, thought-provoking kind of movie. Clearly, Godzilla Kong the New Empire, X No X, is designed to be more of a thrill ride, just sit back and enjoy it kind of movie. And hey, both kinds of movies have their place in these kinds of films. This is, of course, why we even have Godzilla and Kong teaming up, as opposed to, well, obviously they're not going to fight each other again. The first time they cross paths in the monsterverse, it was made pretty clear Godzilla could whoop Kong's butt any day of the week. But having them team up feels like it's harkening back to those classic movies. And yes, the older Showa Godzilla films where we had monster team-ups like this weren't always the best, but it was still fun seeing the monsters team up and fight other evil monsters. Ultimately, all I ask is that the movie be entertaining. As long as it's entertaining, I'm okay if it's just escapist. I have no problem with escapism, as you know by this point. But beyond that, I guess I can't really think of that much else to say. It looks like there's going to be other kinds of monsters, of course. Whether or not they're returning ones, or brand new ones, or maybe ones from Monarch, who knows? That remains to be seen. But, we'll find out. Like I said, the trailer only reveals so much, and I'm exhausted from lack of sleep, so why keep rambling? I'm gonna end the video here, and I'll come up with more stuff later, maybe. But then again, I've also got Christmas videos to make, so I'd better get to that after some sleep. Now I'm rambling. I'm gonna shut up now. Until such time as we meet again, this is the Omni Viewer signing off. Thank you all for watching. Now be sure to head down to the description to check us out on other platforms, as well as find links to the 5 current books in the Tales from the Omni Vault universe. Again, thank you all, and we'll see you next time.